Good morning. We'll call today's Housing, Urban Development and Zoning Committee meeting to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Cone. Alderwoman Schweitzer. Alderwoman Keys. Vice Chair Sanye.
Present.
Alderman Browning. Alderman Aldrich. Chair Clark Hubbard.
Here.
Alderwoman Schweitzer. Alderwoman Keys. Alderman Aldrich. We have 4 present.
Thank you. With that, I'll accept the motion to approve the minutes from Tuesday, October 28, 2025.
So moved.
It was moved by Vice Chair Sanye and seconded by Alderman Browning that we approve the minutes from Tuesday, October 28, 2025. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Cone. Alderwoman Schweitzer. Alderwoman Keys. Vice Chair Sanye.
Aye.
Alderman Browning. Alderman Aldrich. Chair Clark Hubbard.
Aye.
Alderwoman Schweitzer. Alderwoman Keys. Alderman Aldrich. We have 4 aye votes.
All right, with that, we successfully approved the minutes. We will now move down in the agenda. I recognize Vice Chair Sanye on Board Bill 58.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the committee. I'm so excited to stand before you all today with the scattered plat project that will be in the Benton Park West, Tower Grove East, and Fox Park neighborhoods. It will include 3 one-bedroom units, 52 two-bedroom units, 16 three-bedroom units. All of the proposed rents are below the 50% maximum, and the units will continue to be operated by Fox Grove Management. So there's a lot of details I can get into on this project. It's been talked about in the works for quite some time, but this is LIHTC housing that we are looking to support for a total of 71 affordable apartments that come out to a total cost of about $14.2 million in total cost. I'm happy to kind of go further in detail if the committee would like, or to take any specific questions that the committee has. They have done the TIDOT clearance. There's a community benefits scorecard in front of you all, of which they scored a 65 on. And we know that for the Tier 3 level of assessments, they need 50 points or more. And for this specific project, they score pretty high in terms of affordable housing, transit access, geography, and public infrastructure improvements. And so from there, I'm just happy to take any questions. I don't really want to keep you all's time too mundane. I know that we also received a comment today from the Parent Action Council. They spoke about an ordinance in place. I do want to say, as noted in your packet, there was reach out to St. Louis Public Schools on May 28th about this project, and I think there was an attempt to schedule some meetings that kind of got canceled and rescheduled, and I think their point, just in the comments that they sent, is that they really try to figure out a better process of communication, but they are generally supportive of affordable housing projects such as the one in front of us.
All right, did you have any speakers that you wanted to speak?
Yes, I have Mr. Wilson today from St. Louis Development Corporation. And then I also have Eric Mahone, who has been kind of working as a consultant on this project as well on behalf of DeSales.
Great.
Good afternoon. Zach Wilson with SLTC. We are very supportive of this project. It scores way over the Tier 3 points system. As usual, any project that receives LIHTC, we support 15 years of tax abatement, 10 at 90, followed by 5 at 50. Again, this is a bright spot because it's providing affordable housing in areas that are pretty strong in the last 10, 15 years. So keeping affordability in the areas that we've seen high increases in rents and sale prices. We'd be happy to go into greater detail with scorecards if you want, but we have Paul and Andrew to speak on those if you would like.
And did you have any comments you wanted to make? Just here for questions, answer questions? Okay. All right, great. We'll start with the committee, Alderman Cone.
The only question I have is, I got the letter from the Parent Action Council from SLPS and had a very brief exchange with them earlier today. So is it that SLDC didn't notify SLPS of?
They were notified and also reached out to have a conversation, but I think they were never able to get the meeting scheduled. I'll let them speak a little bit more transparently, but I know obviously the school district has a lot going on with the new superintendent, things like that, and so I think some of the meetings that were scheduled got canceled, but they've definitely been notified, and I even had my own conversations with them about it, but I don't think they got a chance to like formally meet.
Okay.
We emailed the packet to SLPS's real estate committee. It was done on May 28th. I know they reached out to the developer to schedule meetings. They've been rescheduled or canceled. So we have email proof that it went out. We do on all projects since this has been established.
And that went out on May 28th?
Yes.
So several months ago.
Correct.
At that point. If I recall correctly, the ordinance only requires notification to SLPS. It doesn't require anything further. So,
correct.
You know, in terms of our own process, we've fulfilled our obligation to make
correct.
sure that SLPS is notified.
We've notified all projects that have been introduced by board bill. There's only a handful of times that SLPS has responded those packets, and I think it's been once or twice, but everything else has been no response.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I don't have any further questions. You know, this is a very exciting project. Always good to see these come through. And, you know, certainly having 71 affordable apartments is going to be a wonderful addition to our community here in the city. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, is Alderwoman Schweitzer online?
No, I see Aldrich and Ms. Keys.
Okay. Alderwoman Keys, did you have any questions?
No, no questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Alderman Browning?
Thank you. Yeah, affordable housing, what's not to like there? And, you know, even at the third and highest tier of tax abatement, I can see that we're making more money for the schools, more money for the city than if this project wasn't happening. I know that the SLDC process includes a but-for test, and so I feel comfortable in making sure that this is necessary in order to make the project happen. So I don't have any questions. I'm just happy to support this, and I'd like to be added as a co-sponsor.
Noted.
Could you add me as well, Madam Clerk?
Noted.
I'd like to be added as well. Thank you.
Would someone like to do it in bank?
I'd like to make a motion that we embank this board bill.
Second.
It was moved by Alderman Aldridge and seconded by Alderman Browning that we move forward with this board bill in bank. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. And I don't have any questions. Madam Clerk, did anyone from the public sign up to speak?
Aye.
I have none.
Okay, with that, you're welcome to close.
Okay, well, thank you all today for your support and co-sponsorship. You know, the Fox Park, Benton Park West, and Tower Grove East neighborhoods are neighborhoods that are growing, and I'm certainly excited about that. But I also really like projects like this that allow us to keep balanced housing stock so that we can continue to be, you know, a ward where everybody has the opportunity to come and folks are able to afford it no matter how much money they make. And I'm especially excited about the 2-bedroom units and that they're below 50% AMI because that is where we find that the largest need is for affordability. So thank you all so much, and I ask for your favorable consideration today.
All right, with that, I'll accept the motion for Board Bill 58.
I move that we pass Board Bill 58 with a do pass recommendation.
Second.
Second.
It was moved by Alderman Cone and seconded by Alderman Browning that we move Board Bill 58 passed out with a due pass recommendation. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Cone.
Aye.
Alderwoman Schweitzer. Alderwoman Keys.
Aye.
Vice Chair Sanye.
Aye.
Alderman Browning.
Aye.
Alderman Aldrich.
Aye.
Chair Clark Hubbard.
Aye.
Alderwoman, 6 aye votes.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations, Board Bill 58, and bank with a due pass recommendation now. When she returns, I'll pass it over to Vice Chair Sanye.
Okay, and Alderwoman Clark Hubbard, you're recognized to speak to Board Bill 55.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chair. Madam Clerk, can you read the summary for Board Bill 55?
Board Bill number 55, introduced by Alderwoman Shamim Clark Hubbard, an ordinance approving a redevelopment plan dated January 28, 2025, for the 5105 Cabanne Avenue area in the city of St. Louis, after finding that the area is blighted as defined in Section 99.320 of the Revised Statutes of Missouri, 2016 as amended. The statute being Sections 99.300 to 99.715 inclusive, finding that there shall be available 10 years tax abatement, 10 years based on 75% of the assessed value of the incremental improvements, and pledging cooperation of the Board of Aldermen.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. So Board Bill 55, one thing I'll note and then be open for any questions from you all, my colleagues. And of course, I have the dream team here from SLDC, if you have any questions for them, but just uplift the fact that this home is in the Academy Sherman Park neighborhood, which we know was decimated in the tornado on May 16th, and reached out to the family, of course, knowing not only that this was coming through, but that their rehab was moving through. And while they dodged and had minimal damage from the tornado and kept moving forward, I think it's well noted that this tool, now more than ever, I'm glad is in the toolbox for people like not only this family, but others in so many of these tornado impacted areas that haven't taken advantage of them in the past, but need to now more than ever, like I said, take advantage of them. So I'm grateful for this. I'm in full support of this, and hopefully we'll be able to share that this is moving forward and that others can also use it to move forward in their recovery. So with that, I'll be available to answer any questions, and I also want to make sure if Zach had any to offer first. I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson.
Excuse me. The application was received before the tornado struck the area, so they started the rehab before the tornado. This is a project that's under $1 million, so there's no developer packet. We followed a tax abatement map that was adopted in 2018 that goes by census tracts, what areas are qualified. So 10 and 75 is what this area is qualified for, and that's what we support.
Okay, and with that, was there any other speakers?
No.
Thank you, and we can go through the committee in order of seniority. Alderman Cone.
Thank you. Hey, Zach, would you mind coming back up for a minute?
Yes, sir.
So I believe you're referring to the MVA when you're referring to the map that we use.
There is an MVA map that CDA pays to get adopted. We have an internal map that uses MVA type data points that we don't have to pay, so we update it routinely in that way. So
But did I hear you correctly that you said it was last updated in 2018?
that we adopted in 2018, but it gets updated every couple of years. So
Okay, all right, that's what I wanted to hear. All right,
Yes.
thank you. I don't have any further questions.
awesome. Thank you.
Alderwoman Keys.
Thank you. I have no questions.
Thank you. Alderman Browning.
Thank you. Did you say there's not a scorecard for this because it didn't?
It's under the threshold.
It's under $1 million.
Okay, it's under $1 million. That's just what I was looking for. No questions. I hope that we can get this repaired and back in good shape and provide housing for folks, and appreciate you bringing this forward.
Alderman Aldridge. Is he still online, Madam Clerk? Okay.
Yes, he is.
Okay, Alderman, I don't know if you can hear me, but we can come back to you if you do have any comments or questions. I don't have any comments or questions. I don't have any questions. My comment is just that I'm extremely happy to see this. I look forward to this tool being explored more, and I can only imagine, Alderwoman, how you must feel to be able to support your residents in recovery using tools that we have available to us in the city of St. Louis. And that family, I'm so excited that they're going to be staying in the city of St. Louis. They're going to be able to fix their home, and that they're going to be able to get support from the city. So I don't have any questions. I actually would just like to make a motion to bank this.
Second, previous roll.
There's been a second. I've made the motion, a second by Alderman Cone, a call for previous roll. I didn't hear any objections. And Alderman Aldridge, we can go back to you if you had any comments or questions.
No comment. I just want to, per our rules, I wanted to pull over. I'm right around the corner from City Hall, but I was going to make the motion to bank it, and I'll stay parked until we take a vote.
Alderman Cone, okay. And with that, if we're good on all the comments and questions, did you want to make your closing remarks, Alderwoman?
No, with that, thank you for the support. I can't wait to go back and report back to the family, not only passage, but the in-bank support. So with that, I'm asking for your favorable consideration and the due pass recommendation for Board Bill 55.
I move that we pass Board Bill 55 out with a due pass recommendation.
Second.
Previous roll?
Previous roll.
Okay, congratulations, Alderwoman.
Thank you all so much for the support. With that, we'll move. Do we have any resolution for review?
We have none.
Any committee discussions?
We have none.
Any written testimony?
We have one written testimony, and it's provided in the Google Drive.
Thank you. Any announcements? I did want to go ahead, Alderman Aldridge.
No announcement. I just got on late. Did I missed the ARPA presentation, Madam Chairwoman?
Yes, thank you. This was great caveat. That's what I was getting ready to announce. It was changed on the agenda and the website, but it was this morning rather, to note that the ARPA presentation that was scheduled for today has been rescheduled for our meeting on the 18th. So anyone that was tuned in for that, just know that it is still forthcoming from the mayor's office. That'll be our ARPA presentation, update and presentation. That'll be on our Tuesday, November the 18th meeting. We will also have a presentation from RETAP, our real estate. Maybe I'll let who's initiating that, but everybody knows how familiar I am with RETAP. They will also do an update. And then forthcoming from that will be an update from the board bill that was passed for right to counsel in the city of St. Louis. And due to the sensitivity of wanting to make sure we hear from voices that are most impacted and most beneficiary or not to the right to counsel legislation, we will have that meeting here in the Kennedy Room at 6 p.m. on the 19th. But the real estate tax assistance program, I'll let you, if you want to just announce who will be here and speak on that.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, I'm really excited about the real estate tax assistance fund. I know I actually just had an interview yesterday with a journalist who wants to talk about the taxes and that they're improving. The real estate tax assistance fund and program is something that I've gotten to be familiar with because some of it is within the footprint. And so I just look forward to them coming to us and just making sure that all of us are informed about them, work that they do, and just to update us on how they've been able to have an impact on the community in ways that we can support them as they move forward and as we see, more residents struggling with property taxes, which in the 7th Ward, I've had many residents say, in some cases they've had doubles and triples and quadruples. And so it's just an excellent time for us to highlight the folks who are helping residents with that struggle and for us to hear proactively how we can be of support.
Thank you. So again, we play a very important role in this legislative process here, and we have the mission and the heart and the spirit to want these programs work when we create and carry and pass the legislation for them, and then the implementation, creation, and making it happen goes into different departments, and this is our opportunity to hear from those departments on how the programs are working, and most importantly, if they're not working, how we can help get them on track. So with that, again, remember the ARPA update will be on, bless you, November the 18th. The RETAF presentation will be on November the 18th, both of those at 11 a.m. And the Right to Counsel update will be at 6 p.m. Here on the 19th, November the 19th. All of those are in the Kennedy Room. All of them can be participated via in-person, online, on Zoom, or you can always send written comments. We want to continue to excuse our Alder mommy, Alderwoman Schweitzer, for necessary absence.
So
It's moved. I'll second that we excuse. Moved by Alderwoman Sanye, seconded by Alderman Cone, and everybody else that we excuse Alderwoman and Schweitzer for necessary absence. And with that, I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
So second.
It's moved by Alderman Cone, seconded by Vice Chair Sanye, that we adjourn. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Everyone have a blessed day.